little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Come, little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of shadows.
Hello, I'm Runya, aka Media Adaptation. Welcome back to Moderation's 31 Days of Halloween. We'll do a video each day based on your suggestions. And with another week down, and no new mainline Erma, I guess it's time for the next part of the Tales of Outcast. But before we begin, let's take a look at his art for the week. We start off with this cute one, made by his friend who would later join his comic staff. After that, we have the start of Erma Ween, with R.L. Stein's Fear Street. I'm really glad people enjoyed this one. Plus, it's always nice to see Felicia again. After that, we have the OG House on Haunted Hill, where she thought she was holding her friend's hand, who then turned on the lights from the other side of the room, which then led to the classic line, "Then who was holding my hand?" After that, we have Nezuko and the cast of Demon Slayer. I guess quiet girls have to stick together too. And the last one while writing the script comes from the fall of the House of Usher. Rather obscure, but also rather nice. But with that out of the way, it's time for Erma, Tales of Outcast Volume 14, The Legends of the Yokai Masks Part 2. A rather long title, but I digress. We start off with Jade and her uncle reuniting with the rest of her team, which I don't recognize from cartoons like they did. But we're only given two nicknames, with Doc for the girl, which might be her job, and O for a tech guy. Maybe Orpheus from the Matrix, but that feels more like grasping at straws. We then get the backstory of the masks. Like with many tales, it began with a man who had power, but wanted more, and would pay any price for it. He met a sorcerer in the woods, who said he can grant him such power, but needed an artisan in each field, like metal, wood, stone, and blood. Questioning the last one, he needed someone who would kill without hesitation. The man brought them to the cave where they started their work, and his most trusted samurai went with the sorcerer each night in the woods, where they would slay various yokai, and the man would put the power of them into the masks. And when it was all finished, he presented the 12 masks to him, 11 for the army, and the sorcerer gave the strongest to the man. Each mask turned them into the slayed yokai, but now with such power, he wanted no loose ends, killing all the artisans, followed by the sorcerer. The samurai fled the slaughter and vowed to one day avenge his fallen kinsman. The yokai army stretched across the land and aimed to conquer all of Japan. But that's where the story ends. No mention of the army was ever found. Some accounts say that the samurai was able to eventually kill them, and others say that the magic corrupted them to their very core. Uncle then glances out the window and finds that they're surrounded by an unknown force. And like always, it's time to end this with the tale of Yorimoto. The day of the duel came, and everyone showed up for it, even young Kentaro holding his then oldest sister. Osamu, headstrong and loyal, and Nura, the most humble and powerful of them all. He raised his spear, and the battle began. And not to nitpick, but that weapon looks more like a naginata, basically a katana on a stick, used by mounted units, and would be absolutely devastating if used by an airborne one as well. But that's where both stories end for now. I'm not sure if Yokai Mask takes place in the Erma universe, as only some of the Tales of Outcast actually does, cause that could have some interesting implications. But that about does it for this video. If you have any topics for future projects, then feel free to post them down in the comments below. And while you're down there, why not like, and make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Still slowly recovering from the deletion. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Anyway, I'm Runya, invite you to join us again for the next night.
Weep not, poor children, for life is this way.